Welcome to Watcher DM. I'm Gabriel, and today I am continuing my exploration of the Cairn Warden's Guide, 2nd edition. In this video, I will be creating the points of interest from last session's forest seeds generation. So we had a petrified, mossy forest whose goals were rebirth and whose obstacles were stasis. Its spirit is balanced but selfish. And so we're going to try and keep all those things in mind as we go through the process here. Of course, as is the case with these videos, I am going to do the reading here just to give you clear eyeline on what the process is. And then we'll use some tools here to kind of mimic what you would do in physical space. Of course, you'll be using probably real dice and real paper, but this just seems to work better for this format of video. Create points of interest. Roll 8 to 12 d6 dice on the map, ignoring any dice that fall off the page. These are the points of interest in the forest. Write the face-up result on the page using the forest die drop table. For example, the number 4 would indicate a shelter, which you would denote with the letter S. Select 2 opposite points, preferably close to the page borders. These are the forest's entrance and exit. Starting with the entrance and ending at the exit, number each POI on the map. Roll on the relevant table for each point, writing the results in your notebook. Filter the table results through the table results you generated earlier in the process. So it's talking about the forest seeds in this case. All right, so let's go ahead and, I want to do, we're going to go ham. We're going to go all 12 D6s here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. You know what? I feel like maybe, boom, boom, kick them off a little bit, give them a little more, maybe a little more range here. Okay, now they're maybe a little too rangy. Can Actually, I kind of love that. It's going to be a little hard to see, so you'll have to trust me that I'm that I'm writing these down correctly, and I'll have to trust myself. But I do kind of like. Let's grab a new layer, and I'm just gonna circle these real quick where they appear on the map. Honestly, this actually kind of works better on this because it's pretty hard to get these to work on digital because the digital sizing is so different. All right, cool. So I think this 4 here is a shelter. And this 1 here is a monster. And we get another monster up here. 5 is a hazard. I'm going to increase the brush size here a little bit. Oh man, this one's full O monsters. We got lots and lots of monsters. But I like that we're starting with a shelter and we got a midway shelter. This feels like the kind of forest that you're like crawling through to get, like you need that break point in between. Get your shelter covered. 5 again is a hazard. 6 down here is a hazard. 2 is a ruin. And 2 is a ruin here. Okay, cool. So that was our face-up results. And then I'm going to get rid of the dice here so we can see. Okay, cool. So it looks like we've got our little place here. And then obviously I think this is going to be our entrance. And this is going to be our exit. So that's our ways in and out. And actually, you know, I think I'm going to take this and just kind of shrink it down a little bit so I'm not so butted up against the edges of the page here. And give me a little room to muck about with some stuff if we want to clean things up. Also, it'll give me an opportunity to kind of draw in this, the entrance and exit nodes, so you can kind of see them a little bit better. All right. So we selected the opposite points, preferably close to the page, starting with the entrance and ending at the exit. Number each POI on the map. So this we're going to do on a new layer. And this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So we have our map, our numbered map locations. And then it says to roll in the relevant tables for each point, writing the results in the notebook. Now, one thing I want to call out here is that actually the next section of this book is not that. It actually takes you right into trails. And I don't know if this is like an oversight of the organization of the book or if the intention was to like, I don't know. It seems like these tables, the monsters, etc., all should have gone before the trails section, given the organizational prompt. Oh my God, I didn't even shrink it enough. I'm so sorry. I think there's an organizational prompt before the forest seed section. It's like here, right? It says create the forest's POIs, create the forest's trails, and then create the forest encounters. But maybe now that I think about it, maybe creating the forest encounters is that rolling of the dice. That's probably what's up. That makes more sense. So we're going to go ahead and do our trail generation. So we'll read the stuff for trail generation, and then we'll go from there. Trail types. Standard trails are obvious or well-trod routes between 2 points, represented by thick lines. Hidden trails do not appear on any known maps. Their discovery always requires some kind of cost, represented by a dashed line. Conditional trails may be blocked or require special tools, boats, climbing gear, etc. to cross. Others may even be impossible to navigate without a map or guide, represented by a crossed line. Draw trails. So starting with the entrance, draw 1 to 4 paths between each point. Create loops, branching paths, dead ends, and shortcuts between points. Some paths are conditional, represented by a crossed line. Some paths are hidden, represented by a dashed line. If possible, create intersections, crossed lines with no points in between. And then create trails. So we're going to just do the paths first. Let's knock out the paths. So from here, I think, we obviously want to be able to travel to here on kind of a known path. I think, maybe there's even this path here is solid. And then maybe this is like a hidden, maybe there's like a hidden secret way to get from the one shelter to the other shelter. Could be cool. And then let's see, we get a monster up here that I think will be the normal way through. I could see this going, honestly, also straight through. And maybe this even goes straight through to here. That's just kind of like, this is like an extra node you can go through. And maybe because of that, we'll say this is like a blocked path. You can bypass some of this stuff. You know what? Even then, that makes me think maybe this shouldn't be here. And it kind of forces you to make a decision between a monster and a hazard. And then this can go straight here, and this can go straight here. And maybe this is also blocked. So if you're willing to do the work to get through that, and then maybe there's even a hidden way to get there. And we can go from here, from this, from this we can go a hidden path to this ruin. And this can go straight to here. And this can go straight to here. And this can go straight to here, but is blocked. Oops. And maybe from this shelter, there's this access. And this can take you to the ruin at the end. Oh, it's almost at the end. I see. I see. You know what then? In fact, I'm going to say this is blocked. And this is a hidden path through this hazard to the end. And then from here, say from this ruin, both of these have clear shots to here. This one has a crossed blocked path to there. This one's got good connection. This can go here. And this can go here. And then maybe there's a hidden path from there to there. And this guy can go here. So you can end up kind of at this hazard if you don't want to go this way. That's kind of interesting. This has 3 paths too. I feel like that's sufficiently complicated. What do you think? Is that hitting all the notes? Let's look at the example that they give and see if we're... Did they even give us an example? I think they do. It's down here. Yeah. Okay, so we can see here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so they have kind of named paths here, and I think we're going to end up doing that as well. It's a dry riverbed. There's a hidden path here. The hunter's track. It's interesting. Okay. So that is the beginning of that. And you know what? We're going to stop here. And when we come back, actually, hold on. We'll do one more thing. We're going to make the paths, because I think it does say here there is a bit about trails, right? So we've done the paths here, and then it says draw trails. Starting... Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. Create trails by drawing over paths that connect 3 to 4 points in an obvious, consistent, or interesting manner. So hidden paths are short, isolated routes. Hidden paths and short, isolated routes are not usually part of a trail. Use colored pencil or crayon to help distinguish different trails. Okay, cool. So we've got a red color here, and we're just going to draw a path over, and we're going to say this is the the obvious path here is going to go through here. And I think that just kind of stops there. That's like the end of the road for that path. That's how you get from the first shelter to the second shelter. And then we'll throw a yellow line in here. And this will be path of ruin or whatever. And I wonder if you can have like a forked path, you know, where it's like, yeah, I'm cool with going either way. It's fine. And maybe this can even head back this way as well. There's no reason these can't overlap. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I could be wrong. But I feel like it's overlappable. Loops and overlaps. They don't say it in the book, but I think it belongs. And then, do we have any other paths here? I guess kind of no, right? Yeah, I guess they don't. There's no real obvious, unless this one of these, right, is the, like there was an old way to get through here that's like a known path, but has since fallen into disrepair or is unusable for another reason. So we'll just make that a third trail. These are trails. So that's what we've created there. Okay. In the next one of these, we will go through and we will roll all the details for these trail types and monsters, ruins, shelters, all that stuff. We'll get all those details. We'll put them in the notebook. And I'll have this image available for putting all that data in with our image. So yeah, I'm excited to do that. If you like these videos, I hope you'll hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of them, you should subscribe. And if you want to be notified when new videos drop, you can hit the bell icon. Also, you can get early access to these videos and my other content by going to patreon.com/watcherdm and signing up for a paid account. The free account, you'll also get some stuff occasionally from me as I drop it. Also, there's a lot of stuff going on in our world right now. We're creating kind of as much as we can while also working full-time day jobs and raising kids and being in relationships and stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, you can find us on itch, DriveThruRPG, or WatcherDM.com. Or you can go to Composed Dream Games if you're looking for physical books. They're a distributor here in Canada, and they do amazing work. Thanks, Josh, for all your amazing help. A special thank you to my existing patrons. You guys are dope. I love you all very much, and I will see you in the next one.